problem was practice percolating was really good in the hood. It is your man Theo Butler, and welcome to what I am pretty sure is going to be a controversial episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying What the Wrong with Me Nation. Man, y'all clap that thing. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. If you like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. Do y'all even know what a constructive comment? You know what? The Rock With Me Nation and those that's rocking with me know what constructive comments are. Some people just they don't want to leave constructive comments. They would choose to rather go the destructive comment route. It's kind of hard to do because I don't know. I'm just not built that way. But y'all see the title. Well, you run the risk of getting cussed out talking about one of these two dudes. This is on a whole nother level. Now, first of all, let me just go ahead and say this. I believe that Michael Jeffrey Jordan is the greatest to ever play the game. I do. Just go ahead and get that out of the way, full transparency. That said, I can appreciate certain things that other people have done. Bill Russell won 11 titles. Back to back to back to back to back. And 2 of them he won as a player coach. That means, and if you ever ran a team, played semi-pro, recreation, you know how hard that is to run that team and play on that team. He did it professionally. And he won 2 NBA titles. In Boston, Massachusetts. The time frame that he did that, he was in Boston, Massachusetts. Like, this is during the Civil Rights era. He's the head coach of the Boston Celtics. This is in Boston, Massachusetts. Boston. That's what he did at it. Okay, cool. So now that I done got that out the way, Kobe Bryant. I think Kobe Bryant got 5 rings. I know he got 2 with Paul Gasol. I think he got 3 with Shaq. That said, so I'm watching a video this morning. The Lakers, I'm rooting for them. You see, I got on a purple shirt, and I don't like purple. You have to talk to my ex about that. But I don't like purple. Even though I should, because Purple Rain is one of my favorite all-time selling albums. It is. And I rocks with Prince because it's her favorite color. You know what? And because it's the Baltimore Ravens uniform color. Nevertheless, Stephen A. Smith makes a statement. If Kevin Durant comes back, he likes the Phoenix Suns' chances. He likes them over the Lakers of winning the West. My problem with when he makes that statement, LeBron James is still playing. And you can't have it both ways, because I had somebody you can't tell me LeBron James is past his prime and he's still dominating. You can't have it both ways. It's either he's past his prime at the age of 38, or we need to be marveled at the fact that he's 38 years old and still dominating. See, what I know is when Michael Jordan left Chicago and he went to go play for the Wizards, see, a lot of y'all like to say we have revisionist history. No one was looking at Michael Jordan when he joined the Washington Wizards thinking he was going to win another NBA title. We was like, he's just playing basketball at this point. A real Michael Jordan fan. Not a Michael Jordan fanatic. That's why we really don't count them years. It's like, he really doing this just to get back at the other dudes. Say, hey man, I'm still go out here and play basketball. Y'all don't get to decide my fate. Jerry Reinsdorf and Jerry Krause, that was him literally throwing his finger up at them. And the dude waited till the last minute to figure out which team he was going to play for. He just knew it wasn't going to be with them. And he would have went anywhere Phil Jackson would have went. Phil went home. That's history. That's being not only a Michael Jordan fan, that's being a basketball fan. There's something to be said about that, being a basketball fan. I don't have to let my fandom for Michael Jordan shade or cause me not to accurately look at what took place. Now let's look at this Kevin Durant, LeBron James. I've always liked LeBron James over Kevin Durant. LeBron James did what it took to be better than Kevin Durant. From working on his game Thank you so much for working on your shooting game. Thank you. Thank you so much for working on your game of being able to cross over and back down in the paint, playing with your back to the basket. Because that is what my dearly departed friend, Riley, old school, barbershop, shout out to you, Tanakas. That is what used to frustrate him more than anything else. Because we know, regardless of what anybody has to say, at the age of 38, you're still the most dominant force in the game today. Damn, Kevin Durant. So when people start comparing LeBron James to Kevin Durant, I'm sorry, Kevin Durant fans, it's not a comparison. LeBron James is head and shoulders better than Kevin Durant. He actually played Kevin Durant in the NBA Finals when their squads were about even, and LeBron beat him. You remember that team that Russell Westbrook was on? You know that team that James Harden was on? That team. You know that team that Kendrick Perkins was on? That squad. Yeah. LeBron James beat them. You want me to give KD some credit for joining a team that had already won an NBA title and just added him to the mix? I mean, damn, who you guarding? You gonna leave, my bad, not who you guarding. Who you leaving? You finna leave Draymond? Because that's where it's at. That's where it was. When KD joined that team, who was you finna rotate off of? Draymond, who was shooting 40% from beyond the arc? And you want me to give Kevin Durant credit for that? That's what you want me to give him? When y'all start talking about, because Reggie Miller was a scorer. Kevin Durant is a scorer. Kyrie Irving is a scorer. NBA champion. I need to see Kevin Durant do that on his own. And has he done it? Has he led a team to the NBA Finals? No, he has not. No, he hasn't. So when we talk about Kevin Durant and LeBron James, if LeBron James and Kevin Durant are on equally staffed teams, I'm looking for LeBron James to bring it home. I don't care nothing about Kevin Durant. I don't, because Kevin Durant ain't on LeBron James's level to me. See, that's where you LeBron James fans would get that if y'all would just think about what somebody's saying and not getting y'all feeling soon as somebody even mentions LeBron James. Y'all about as bad as damn Nick Wright. Which is fine, except I'm not Skip Bayless. I'm not. I'm going to call a spade a spade. Here's what we know about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was up on Golden State, lost. He went and joined Golden State. He won 2 rings. You can be a LeBron James fan all day long. You knew they were going to lose to the Golden State Warriors. I did. Did you pick them at one point in time to beat the Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant on that team? That's too much shooting. Not that LeBron James wasn't better than Kevin Durant. Cleveland, as a roster, didn't have the same type of talent shooting-wise that Golden State had. That's why I knew Cleveland was going to lose. If you're a true basketball fan, you know that. And Cleveland didn't have the defensive stoppers either. You know that if you're a true basketball fan. Now, if you're a LeBron James fanboy or a Kevin Durant fanboy, what I just said don't matter to you. Because you're really not looking at it like that from a perspective of basketball, strategy, things of that nature, tendency. You're not looking at it from, you just love who you love. And that's fine. You know what? I'm going to say this to you. As a Michael Jordan fan, just like I was telling my wife, yeah, we liked Michael Jordan back in the day. We knew he wasn't beating the Boston Celtics back then. There were no unfair expectations. No, we knew Mike was going to go. We knew he was going to make it do what it do. But beat the Celtics? We was hoping. We was wishing. But we didn't know. And when they was taking on the Detroit Pistons, we was like, okay, all right now. But when Scotty was getting thrown up under the basketball rim and everything like that, and then started talking about, I got a migraine headache, we was like, okay, here we go. Here we go. Dude got a headache, it ain't gonna work. Because we knew Mike couldn't do it by himself. Let me say that one more time. We knew Mike couldn't do it by himself. Scotty had to be there. Scotty, please stop. That thing you got with you and Mike, stop. Because see what I just said? We knew he couldn't do it without you. We knew the Bulls weren't going to win any playoff series unless you were 100%. We knew that, Scotty. So can you please stop telling people that you feel like We know better. And trust me, when we watched that series with ESPN, basketball fans, Michael Jordan fans, not fanatics, we watched it and appreciated everything, Scotty. We did. Scotty, we rock with you, dude. We do. I just want you to know that. And speaking of rocking, can I do it? I mean, I don't like doing it, Daughter says she liked the Bonafide jewelry. You see the video? Bonafide jewels, man. Come on, man. Listen. Save 25%. You use my promo code Bonafide Jewels and everything like that. That's bonafidejewels.com. Enter the promo code IASIJSTOB. Save 25%. Come on, don't do that. My necklace is simple. It says some stuff. Back to the video though. Kevin Durant. Y'all like him because he's an offensive scorer. Okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and tell the truth to shade the devil. You know how everybody want to say they want to be like Mike and everything like that? Sometimes I think that he is me. We wanted to play defense like Scotty though. Or at the very least, that's what I want to do. Yeah, and I wanted that bank point, 3-point shot like Scotty. Yeah, because that damn thing was hard to defend. That dude hitting a 3-point bank point shot. I have not seen anybody. I done seen quite a few people dunk. I done seen quite a few people get crossed over. I done seen quite a few people hit logo threes. You know what I ain't seen yet? I ain't seen somebody, kind of like when Hakeem the Dream had the dream shake. I ain't seen somebody since Scottie Pippen perfect that bank shot. It was a 3-point shot and he was hitting it. It was a bank shot. I ain't seen nobody since then. Everybody not taking corner threes. For whatever reason, that's what he liked doing. Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant is having an equally staffed team, they losing. They losing. We saw this. That Oklahoma City team, it was equally talented. They lost. That was him and LeBron James, mano a mano. LeBron did that. Okay. Well, we see what's going on with the Lakers right now, right? See, KD don't want to be a leader. For you to matter to me, you got to want to be a leader. Just like that dude over there in LA, the Clippers. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard. The roster sucked this season. What'd they do? They kept playing. He didn't like it. What's going on with the team now? They got a chance, not just to make the playoffs, but avoid the play-in altogether. That's his mentality still over that team. You see how much credit I'm giving this dude? Do I sound like I don't like LeBron James? Do I sound like I don't give LeBron James his credit? Now, you know what I'm expecting? I'm expecting for the Lakers to, if they avoid the play-in, and they should, that roster is good enough. But think about what I just said. I said that roster is good enough to get them where they need to be, to where they can avoid the play-in altogether. But let me look at you and say this. When LeBron James comes back, that roster is talented enough for them to win the NBA Finals. And I'm not accepting no excuses, none. See, you can get that with that roster from last season. You could got that with that roster this season. That roster that they had, I wasn't really expecting them to make the playoffs. But hey, if you did, I'm not looking for LeBron James to win the NBA Finals. He's still the greatest, but even the greatest need help. You can't say Michael Jordan needed help, but then you want to act like LeBron James can do it by himself. You can't say that LeBron James is dominating at the age of 38, but then you want to say, well, he's 38. No, you can't have it both ways. If he's the greatest of all time, and that's your opinion, and he's dominating right now, and I think that's everybody's opinion, so that's a fact, then he's still a dominant force to be reckoned with. Age be damned. That said, give him a roster that's just as compatible as somebody else's roster. And it's not wrong for me to not even want to have a conversation about any other player. When Michael Jordan had his roster, I didn't care nothing about what Reggie Miller had. I didn't. When Michael Jordan had his roster, I didn't care what Larry Bird had. I didn't care what Magic Johnson had. I didn't care what Isaiah Thomas had. The expectations was NBA championships or bust. The only time I'm changing my expectations is if the roster looks suspect. Roster a little suspect. It's 5-on-5. I know one person ain't gonna do it. Allen Iverson was a dog. He ain't what he do. Exactly. Who do you have to go up against? Exactly. When they Shaq and Kobe over there, then they have a compatible roster? Yeah, exactly. So get out your feelings. Stop trying to be trolls. Stop trying to be smart asses and everything like that. Stop acting like you ain't got an IP address. More importantly, stop being immature. Learn to have a conversation. When it comes down to these players, there's level to this. Y'all might, well, with all that good stuff you got to say about LeBron, why you feel like Michael Jordan is still the greatest of all time, especially when you talked about Bill Russell. Wasn't that many teams in the league when Bill Russell was doing it. That's something to be taken into consideration. Mike went to the NBA Finals 6 times. He's undefeated. And he won 3 back-to-back championships twice. That's a lot of games to be played back-to-back to back-to-back. See, if we're going to give LeBron James credit for it, we got to give Mike credit for it too. Because LeBron has been playing in a lot of games. But I don't believe in participation trophies. I don't. It's something to be said for going 10 times. It's also something to be said for having a losing record. You're the greatest player. At the very least, I should expect you to be 500. You got a losing record. Jim Kelly and the Buffalo Bills got a losing record in the Super Bowls too. They went to the Super Bowls 4 times in a row. And Jim Kelly and the Buffalo Bills set a lot of records. They did. I don't think we talk about them like that. I don't. Even though it's to be appreciated. And they've done it, ESPN has done a 30 for 30 on it. At the end of the day, they lost. It's something to be said about winners. And it's something to be said about losers. Now, what you say about it, how you feel about it, it's an opinion. And everybody got one. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me and everything like that. I was not going to do this video. I wasn't, but I was like, Dad, what y'all talking about? Stop getting so sensitive. Peace.